Hello. What's up? Let me make sure that you guys can actually. Ooh. Oh, I still have myself open. Okay. Let me make sure you guys can actually hear music and stuff. There we go. That might be high enough. I'm not sure. Probably fine. Hello! That's my Neopets streamer. Hi. What's up? How you doing? How's life? How are the kids? I actually realized this when watching Miyako play Neopets. I realized that it's kind of hard to figure out how the heck to even play it in 2023. Like, okay, it was a little bit easier back in the good old days, right? Back in my day, it was a little bit easier because there was all of these people around that could be like, oh yeah, you should go to this website. Oh, I made this pet page on my Neopets thing, so you can figure out how to do this thing and that thing and etc. etc. That's not a thing in 2023. And why would it be, frankly? Why would anyone be doing that stuff in 2023? But because of that, because nobody is like talking about this sort of stuff, yeah. Nobody knows what the frick they're doing. Seems the YouTube algorithm has decided to commit me to this strange Neopets rabbit hole. Please join me. Join me on neopets.com. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to teach people who probably are just getting on the site for the first time in like a long time because it's been coming back recently. It's been all over social media. They've actually had a couple of they had a pop-up shop in Hong Kong. They went to a couple of conventions. Like Neopets is really pushing. They're really doing stuff. They did a collab with Hot Topic again, which is just my childhood put together. Me personally, I have more nostalgia towards Club Penguin and Toontown because they're actual games. I played Toontown too. So Neopets had me until I got really into Gaia Online, right? And then as soon as I got really into Gaia Online, I kind of swapped from Neopets to Gaia Online because Gaia Online felt like the teenage older brother of Neopets at the time. Now Gaia Online just feels like a hell pit, kind of, but I'm 30 now, which means that having virtual pets makes me happy. So here I am. You were on Gaia? Hell yeah, let's go. But yes, so I realized that it's kind of complicated to figure out how the heck to play Neopets recently. And there's not like a lot of places that have super good guides for it. There's a couple of guides on YouTube. But I will say that watching the guides on YouTube, there was like a lot of tangents about other things, which is fine and cute, and I enjoyed them. But sometimes people just want to like get straight to the point and figure out like what the heck they're doing. So let's get straight to the point and figure out what the heck we're doing. So you made an account, right? You've got your pets. You usually have to start out by creating a pet. It'll make you do the whole create a pet thing because I don't even think you can have an account without a pet on Neopets. So you go through the whole create a pet process. You make whatever pet you want. You name it whatever you want. You pick whatever gender and there's like some extra things, this stats stuff. Don't worry too much about the battle stats because I'll be honest with you, they're gonna change a lot over the course of you playing. But if you are worried about the battle stats, if you want to make something that's a good Battle Dome pet, I would pick whatever one of these stat options has the lowest movement stat. Because movement is the most useless stat out of any of the stats. Movement means basically nothing in the Battle Dome. So if you are worried about the stats, just pick the lowest movement. So I would just pick like the third one on here. Doesn't matter. Personality doesn't matter. What is it like doing? Doesn't matter. what is it? How does it greet others? Doesn't matter. This is all just flavor. It's like role playing. Tangents about the attack P. At the time, it wasn't about the attack P, but now it probably would be. So yeah, this is your create a pet. You have that, and then as soon as you make your pet, and you've got it on your pet page here, mine looks a bit different from what yours is probably gonna look like because I have a theme on. If you go and you open your menu and you go down to settings, you can find these site themes. It's right in the general section. And you can change your site theme to whatever you want it to be. There's 2 of them, though, you will note, because Neopets is kind of broken and old. So there's the site, and then there's the classic site. The classic site theme does matter because sometimes you'll go to pages on the site that haven't been converted yet. And those will end up being the old site theme. If you go to like your shop, for instance, this is the old site theme. New site theme, old site theme. So I try and make a match. I have like Winter Holiday, and then I've got Neopets Blue right now, if you want to copy me. That's your theme stuff. That actually changes quite a bit about like some of the menu buttons and stuff. Mine all have snow all over them, but sometimes it changes the shape and stuff of them, so good to keep in mind. Hi, Manna! What's up? You don't remember a lot from it, or you remember enjoying them? You mean from like Club Penguin and Toontown? I really liked Toontown. I played so much Toontown at the time. God, so good. Alright, so now that you're here, you're probably like, what the heck do I do now? Which is what I noticed Miyako did. She made an account, she made a pet, and then she was like, what now? And she ended up she just went to the games page, right? And that's what you would think you would do, right? Oh, maybe I'll just go play some of the games. The games are all back. And she went through and she played a couple of the games, and some of them were really bad. And then she ended up playing Mahjong, I think, for like an hour and a half. Which is a Neopets experience, but probably not the best one. The games, honestly, a lot of the time the games are just kind of for fun. You can't make that much money on the games anymore these days. Back in the good old day, you could have like played these games for hours and probably gotten enough money to buy something pretty good. But inflation happened, so that's not really the case anymore. The best way to make money is usually through either like restocking or like the stock market or stuff like that. So don't worry about making money with the games. Only play them if you're like, oh yeah, I could play some mini games right now. That sounds like fun. Only do it for fun. If you're like, oh man, I kind of want to play tug of war for a little while, do that. But otherwise, don't worry about it. What you're really planning, or what you're really doing on Neopets is 2 things, pretty much. Collecting or gambling. You either collect things or you gamble. There's a couple of main things that you can collect with your pets. Obviously, you can paint them different colors. Mine are all pretty interesting right now. I've got some pretty cool pets. So you can paint them different colors. You can get them cool outfits. That's kind of all you do with your pets, I'm gonna be honest. You paint them and you get them cool outfits. That's kind of it for how they look and stuff like that. You could edit their pet pages or their descriptions and stuff like that. That's basically just editing HTML and CSS to make this page look better. Or like this page look better. You have a website attached to every single pet, so you could make this detailed biography for your Neopet, and you could like add pictures and stuff to it. That used to be a thing back in the day. People did that all the time because they were like, oh my god, my pet actually came from like, haha, teehee, it came from the future, and it's, oh my god, it's It's a time traveling chocolate Zafara actually, and this room that it's in right here, you can see in the background there's the picture of his great grandfather. You got your rock, but you've never played. I mean, the rock was a good thing to get, to be fair. Oh, that's another thing. Technically, if you make an account right now and you're hoping to do the advent calendar and get like a lot of cool prizes and stuff from it, unfortunately, it turns out you have to wait 3 days. You can't get prizes immediately. You have to wait 3 days before you get... Sucks! I didn't know that. Eniko told me about that. That sucks. Wonder how old my account is. I have some very old accounts. I have, for instance, hold on. Hold on. This account's only 4 months old, but, for instance, I have this very old account. Irritating little weed. Oh, yeah, there's motorcycles here. Whatever. Ah. Traffic lights. Wow, okay. Thank you, Shadow! Thank you so much! 21 and a half years. I got a cool robot, though. Look at this cool robot I've got. 21 and a half years! Oh my god, it's sick. It's suffering from pneumonia, actually, apparently. I should probably help that poor thing out. Christ. Anyway. So yeah, the things that you're doing on the site are either gambling or collecting. So the gambling comes from a lot of different mini games, stuff like that. So many of the games and random events and stuff like that on the site are just chance-based. There's so much chance-based stuff. So you better like gambling a little bit. Thankfully, it's not with real money, so you don't have to worry about that at least. Account when the game was in beta. No, shut up! I'm not that old. I'm an age. Leave me be! Man. I hate it here. Whatever. There's a couple of different things that you can collect along with getting your pets different colors. You can collect books and read those to your pet. I have to get to this page. So it's kind of annoying. The site, you can't get to certain things without going to certain pages right now. I usually open this up, from this, like, main menu here. From this page, I open up the shop thing and I hit my shop. And then I can click on my Neopet in the corner and I can open up this page, which shows all of their different stats and stuff. So I mentioned the Battle Dome earlier. You can get, like, strength and defense and movements and health and levels for the Battle Dome. The Battle Dome is kind of fun. You can do battles against other players, but you can also do battles that are just against like NPC things. This is the first kind of thing that you can collect. Collect in a way for your pet. You can raise its stats and get cool Battle Dome items, which includes the attack P that everybody was talking about. And also Elucen's staff, which was given out free lately. This is the Battle Dome. You pick your pet, and then you can do 2-player battles against someone else, or you do challenger battles, which are against the NPCs. And there's this huge list of things that you can fight. If you have Premium, which is their membership, I suggest trying to fight in the Cosmic Dome as much as possible, because that's going to give you expensive things that you're able to sell. But doesn't matter what difficulty you choose, you do get items after you fight every one of your battles. So you pick the items that you want to use, you pick a skill, which you can train your skills up to, and then you hit fight, and I usually just hit skip and collect my rewards because that's the end of the fight. I try and make this as clean and fast as possible, because this is like a daily for me. You can get 15 items a day from the Battle Dome. You can also get 1,500 Neo points a day from the Battle Dome, so that's something cool. I'm sure you're enough to have... No, beta accounts... I think beta was around 98-ish. Like, the full release was in 99. I wasn't even around for the full release. I was there, I think I was 3 or 4 years late to Neopets. So, I was a couple years into it. So, I did miss beta test sort of stuff. I know that... See, okay, this is what you're looking for. If you're doing fights against Jetsam Ace, you're looking for the Ultra Golden Nerk Mids or other sort of Nerk Mids like this, because each one of these Nerk Mids is worth 100,000, but also you can use it to gamble with. So that's a battle that you can do if you have premium. If you don't have premium, people usually suggest that you try to get to the point where you can fight, it's in here. In the Neocola Center, they want you to fight the Kruludan Defender Robot, which isn't too difficult. It's only a difficulty of 14, so it doesn't have super high health. It doesn't have super high attack or anything like that. You can do it on easy mode. But you can tap this, battle it, and this guy gives you, he gives you a lot of extra code stones, which are an item that you can use to train your Neopet up. So they're pretty high demand. If you're not really looking to train too much with them, then you can sell them. If you do want to train and you want to make a really cool Battle Dome pet, then you can keep them for yourself and stockpile them and stuff. But it's good to do Battle Dome stuff like this once a day, even if you're not really like super big on the idea of battling. I do it so I can get the cool items, more or less. What's a Syllabot? That was a pet. But a lot of the stuff that these two enemies drop specifically is like worth 1 Neo point maybe. People are coming here for 1 or 2 things only, and they're not really paying attention to most of... Ooh, an evil neg! I think that's actually worth a lot. I think that's actually pretty good. What? Nice. Okay, I'm really far behind on the stream, but the whole thing about the actual minigames not being a viable source of money due to inflation compared to the stock market is wild. Oh, I can't wait until Blank catches up. Man, it's so sad that that's the case, because back in the good old day, you could actually play enough games and get enough money from that. But now it's just like, no, you have to get your money through other things. You literally can't. You can't just do the normal games, the normal thing that you would do to make money on this game anymore. It's not good enough. Okay, here we go. So this one is actually a red code stone, so it's even more expensive than the other ones. This one can hit up to 50,000 a piece. How good is good for the neg? I don't actually know how much that neg is worth. I'm gonna check. Evil neg. What's an evil neg worth? Okay, so that neg isn't worth anything. There's a robot neg that guy drops that is actually worth something. This one's worth 10 Neo points. So that one's baby and not worth anything. But like, for instance, the code stone that I got from that guy is worth... Ah, yes, this is the other thing with Neopets. You have to just wait sometimes. Oh, there we go. Okay, 18,700. Yeah, the site's, I mean, it's a mess. It does its best, I guess. 20 bucks compared to damn near 20k. Yeah. Yup. Yep. Mag Code Stone is worth a bit more. The Nerk Mids, funny enough, you can't... So, there's 2 versions of the Shop Wizard. One of them is, the premium only, membership only edition, which I have in the corner here. This is the Super Shop Wizard, and it shows you the lowest possible price for items. It basically shows you, it takes every single shop that's on the site, and it shows you lowest possible price first and goes down from there. The golden Nerkmid and any other Nerkmids, you can't even search on there. You're just not allowed to. So you have to go to the normal shop wizard. This is the one that most people will be using. So you hit search and it shows you a collection of shops that are on the site. And you can just hit resubmit a couple times. Once you hit resubmit a couple of times, it'll show you like a different selection. If it'll actually load itself, please. There we go. Great. Fantastic. Okay, so this one's more expensive, you can see. This shop list starts at 149,000. This one starts at 145. So you can hit resubmit a couple of times. I usually open up shops on the side if I think that something is low enough price. Like, oh, this is 135. So if I want to buy that, I might want to have that shop open. But I'm going to keep looking for a better price just in case. And you just hit resubmit. Oh, 125. That's a better price, so I can open that up. But yes, these things are all worth over 100,000. So kind of worthwhile to get that if you have premium, so that you can toss these into shops and sell them all. I'll toss mine into my shop, because why not? Might as well. Must be on the final exam. The final Neopets exam. Also, welcome to Caught Up Speed, blank. Toss this in my shop. I think I already have one in my shop, too. I guess this one's worth 125 at the lowest right now. 125,000, so I'll set that at like 124,000. And what about this other one that I had? The aluminum Nerkmid. 119. Looks like 119. Looks like somebody bought some Nerkmids. These were all under 110k the last time I checked. Alright. Yeah, the aluminum is a bit cheaper. So the thing is, though, I don't think these differ at all. I don't know what changes their price. Because I think, as far as I know, these things, you just take them and it doesn't matter which one you use when you're doing the gambling with them. You go to this place called the Alien Aisha vending machine, and you can use these as part of... I did gambling on the last stream with it, right? But I don't think it matters which one you're using, so I'm not sure why they cost more or less. Neopet stock market. Oh, you want to hear about the stock market, kid? Actually, the stock market is kind of something easy to show people, too. So when you log on to Neopets every day, you are going to want to do your dailies. I like to open other sites for that, specifically Jelly Neo. This site tells you the news for the site for the day. It breaks it all down in a more digestible way. It has like a full news set. It also includes extra things like, I think, yeah, Christmas social media giveaway. This stuff I don't think is usually going to be on the news on the site. No, tomorrow is the Twitter giveaway. I'm not on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram, really. I mean, I am on Instagram, I guess, but like not really. So I'm gonna do this. Anyway, so you go to Jelly Neo. It shows you the news on the front page. You go up to, I think it's game guides, possibly? No. News. Oh, God. Why is that lagging so much? There we go. Wow. What? What? Okay, there we go. That's better. Yay. Great. You go to game guides. Okay, please, site. Please, don't be like this. Sorry, not game guides. Articles. Neopets dailies list. They have this huge list of things, which is kind of overbearing to look at. But you get the hang of it. You can actually just do some of these. You can pick out your favorites of them. Some of them don't matter. Like, for instance, the Multara Quarry. When you go to this place, literally all you get is a piece of obsidian. You just get shiny obsidian. That's the only thing that this place ever gives you is just shiny obsidian once a day. And I think all shiny obsidian is already worth like 1 to 10 Neo points max. So don't worry about going there. There's a couple of these though that are very easy, simple, just like helpful things that you can do. Your bank interest is one of them. After you make yourself a bank account, you get interest every day that you can collect. Obsidian is very useful for visiting hell or killing geologists, though. True, true, true. Collect your interest at the bank. If you try to go to the bank and deposit something before you collect your interest, you won't be able to collect your interest for the day. So make sure that you collect your interest first. So that's an easy one. Advent calendar, if it's going, is on this list. There's a bunch of other stuff on this list that I just kind of like usually run through and do really quickly. The council chamber is something that you can't do if you're first starting out. And I'm not even gonna explain it right now because it's kind of like a confusing thing. The daily puzzle, I don't even usually bother with. Dark cave, I don't even think you can enter unless you have a light source of some kind, and I don't remember how to deal with that. Deadly dice, you don't really probably want to get into that much because you can lose levels for your Neopet. So if you're trying to like raise up a battle pet or something like that, you probably don't want to do that yet. You could do the crossword if you want to. I usually don't. And some of this stuff is straight up broken. Like I think Kiko Pop for me is just, yeah, it's just broken. So you'll have to click through and figure out which things you actually want to do on this list. But it's a good place to start for a lot of this stuff. I would say that the first, like the freebies list is the best thing that you can look at. Scratch cards, you can only pick one of these to do. It has the timelines under them, but this one's once every 4 hours, this one's once every 2 hours, and this is once every 6 hours. I think that if you buy one of the three, then you can't buy one from the others. So make sure that you keep that in mind if you're trying to buy scratch cards. Remember watching Pippa and maybe go through Neopets? It was a wild ride. This website is all sorts of whack. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This site is... There's so many things about this site that are just either really broken or really weird. But it's fantastic. It's like early 2000s nostalgia bullshit. It's fantastic. I love it here. So yeah, this is the freebies list. You can go through and select which ones you want from this. I always do monthly freebies. That's not going to be able to... you're not going to be able to do monthly freebies immediately. Grumpy Old King and Wise Old King. These are dailies where you have to like... Oh, well, I can't even show you. But these are dailies where you have to like put in a bunch of randomly... I don't know, you're trying to make a phrase. You're trying to make like a joke or something to tell these people. You don't actually have to do anything that makes sense. You can make it say, your knee warbles swellingly in the night or something. And then that's the joke. It doesn't have to make any sense. You just have to put in random things. You're fine. Community was amazingly dedicated. I know, right? They still are. The community is going wild recently. I'm glad you noticed that my knee warbles at night. Yeah. I know. It's because you're all old, so I can tell. Ha! Good one! What a good joke! What a fantastic joke! Oh my god! I'm not old, I think. I don't trust that. Anyway, all this exists. I would save the healing springs until after doing Battle Dome stuff if you're trying to do anything with battles so that you can heal your pets afterwards. Like, you can run in there and just be like, heal me, please! And see, no, she didn't heal me. She just gave me a potion. That's fine, I guess. Thank you! This is Coltson Shrine. He gives you sometimes random stats and stuff, so that's nice. This is apple bobbing, so you can get some cool things from here. Ooh, hot apple cider. Anchor management. This thing, never flee. Just always fire. Just fire at it once a day, and you get something. Oh, doubloon coin. That's nice. Then you have the fruit machine, the giant jelly, the giant omelet, and grave danger. These are all very nice. The fruit machine sometimes can give you paintbrushes, so you can paint your pets different colors from them. I'm 6 months old. I'm actually a super genius baby with $12 billion in the stock market and a diamond and gold pacifier. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even get anything there. Whatever, it's fine. Jelly, wow. Give me some free jelly. Wow, vanilla and passion fruit. That actually sounds kind of good. The giant jelly and the giant omelet are usually things that people just go to once a day so that they get some food for their pets. Because you can feed any of the things that you pick up here to your pets. They do need to eat. They're technically like, I mean, I wouldn't say alive, but they do eat. So make sure you pick up food for your children. You don't want to be like that dad that wants to go get the skewered meat. Excuse me? Anyway, grave danger you need a pet for. I talked about pets a little bit when we got rocks, but pets are pets for your pets. Teehee. That Oscillobot that I got earlier is one of them. You can get a couple of pets for like very cheap. You could type in Oscillobot and buy this for probably like 1 Neopoint. You just select give pet to whatever. You can't see that on my list. Anyway, you click choose an action and you give it to one of your pets. Then you've got a pet to use. And then you can come in here and select which pet you actually want to send on an adventure. And it goes out for like 8 to 10 hours. Just picks. Meat, skewered meat. Yeah, my dad went to go get skewered meat. He is a dad, so like, you know, dad grill stuff. Oh my god, my childhood. VBI. I'm going back to doing a bunch of like boomer stuff lately. I'm probably gonna go back to RuneScape. Anyway, my rock is one of my pets. I love my rock. Dear Lord Igneous and his pet Pebble. So yeah, you just go through this list. You pick up what things you want to. I can't even do Grumpy Old King right now, so I won't worry about that. The magma pool. The magma pool is interesting. I don't think anyone knows how it really works. But you can sometimes go to the magma pool and they will allow you to dip your pet into the magma pool and it'll come out being magma colored. Which is neat, but like, why does it happen? I don't think anyone actually knows. I don't think anyone is aware. Neopets are advanced Tamagotchis, kind of, yeah, it's kind of true. Just casually dipping your pet into molten lava. I know, right? Just a casual little dip. Teehee. Let me just grab this link for the dailies page, by the way, for you guys. I also, by the way, if you forget where anything is, or you're like, oh man, I really want to know how to get to my pet's status page or something like that, literally just Google it. Usually it's the top result. If it's not the top result is Jelly Neo, which will still get you there. So if you want to be like, oh, Neopets Dailies, just Google Neopets Dailies and it'll probably send you to this page. It's the easiest way, I think, to navigate such a broken site. The soup kitchen is nice. If you're broke, if you're a poor boy, just say so. Anyway, if you're a broke ass bitch, you can go to the soup kitchen. Don't tell anyone don't tell all of them how much money I have. Jesus Christ. She's out here revealing my entire bank account. Oh my god. You have to have, I think, less than 5,000 Neopoints to use the soup kitchen. But if you do, then you can go and feed all of your pets with the soup kitchen once a day. It's kind of nice. The rubbish dump, the secondhand shop, and the money tree all have the same pool of items. It says up to 10 items a day under them. They all have the same pool. So if you go to the money tree and you get 10 items, then you can't go to the rubbish dump and get 10 items. These are basically just like donation spots. So the money tree, people donate things to the money tree. You can sit here and like refresh and see what you want to pick up from here. I should have grabbed that plushie. I have like a plushie collection. So you can sit here and refresh and see if you want to grab anything from the money tree. There's also the secondhand shop is basically clothing. It's like free clothing items that you can pick up. And then the rubbish dump is usually trash, but sometimes there's like 1 or 2 things that you can get that are kind of good. Hello, Toast! What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Let me dip Bjork in lava. Oh no. Wait a minute. So yeah, the money tree and stuff like that are nice. You can get 10 items a day if you want to. The rich slorg, literally you just click on this page and this guy gives you 50 Neo points. And then you just go on your day. Like, thanks. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, like, slug thing for giving me free cash. Nice, nice, nice. The small hole is another thing that you use with your pets. I don't know. Some of these, like, things that you can do with your pets, you can lose your pets. So it's nice to have a pet that is really cheap that you can do some of these things with. It's fine. Makes me want to play RuneScape. Yeah, I'm gonna play it soon. I'm also gonna play Maple Story soon. I'm probably maybe I'll go back to Toontown again. Hi, Anastasia. What's up? There's that. The Tarla's non-toolbar treasures. This is like, it says random which days and times. Technically, yeah, it's random. But also, technically, there's a bunch of people that are on like the Neopets Reddit Discord who can tell you when it's gonna happen. They have like a Tarla countdown sort of thing. Like they ping you when Tarla happens. So you might want to join the Neopets Reddit Discord because it's got a lot of pings like that. So you don't have to worry about forgetting certain things. Discarded magical blue Grundo plushie of prosperity, currently Christmas themed. You just go up to this boy and you talk to him, and sometimes he'll give you money, sometimes he'll give you a plushie. Have you made the rock with a rock? Well, I don't have a rock pet, but I do have I've got my rock with his pet rock. I have Lord Igneous and his pebble. My kingly rock and his pebble. I love them. Oh, I'm so happy. The fishing vortex. This depends on the pet that you have active. So it says Ruzor's fishing skill is 35. If you change out your pet, it'll probably be a lower skill level. And obviously lower skill level means you don't get as good of things, but you can like swap and try and level up a bunch of different pets at once if you want to, if you care about that sort of thing. Fishing! Wow. Tombola also has a chance of giving you a paintbrush, just like the wheel does. I don't think I've ever won one from either of those. From the fruit machine or Tombola. I don't think I've ever won a paintbrush from them. I never bother with this entire popular game section. I don't care. I don't care. Some Neo points required. Some of these I care about, actually. Some of these are nice. The Neo Lodge on this list. This is just nice if you want to feed your pets without worrying about getting them, like... Is this the Neopets drama stream? No, I did the Neopets drama stream. That was the last Neopets stream I did. I'm sorry, you missed the drama stream. Now I'm just teaching people how the heck to play the site, because... It's so there's so many buttons. It's so confusing. I'm sure you're already overwhelmed. Some of you that are like, what the fuck? What is all of this shit? It's fine. Anyway, the Neo Lodge. This, you can book all of your pets and you can just shove them in here and make them have food for the next like week or something. It literally doesn't matter what hotel you pick. Some of them sound terrible. Like one of them is Cockroach Towers. You probably wouldn't normally want to put anyone into a hotel named Cockroach Towers, but it literally doesn't matter. If you're worried about being nice to your Neopets, then maybe you'd want to put them in something more like the Royal Neopian or like the Presidential Palace or the Fairy Castle or something nice like that. But if you're broke and you just want to feed them and get them to shut up, just do Cockroach Towers. Just do it. And you don't even need to do any of these extras. That's also just flavor. Have you talked about code stones yet? I vaguely talked about code stones, but not a ton. Not a ton. I only mentioned them for like you get them as prizes in the Battle Dome so far. But yeah, so this very easy way to feed your pets. And then you have in this section you have like this thing that's like, oh, they check out of the Neo Lodge in this amount of days. There are now daily quests on Neopets, which means that you're going to want to have one of your pets not in the Neo Lodge, because sometimes the daily quest tells you to feed your Neopet, and if your Neopets are always bloated and like full, you can't feed them. So you need one pet that you choose to not get fed, or that you're going to feed manually, at least. You just need one. Just pick one. Pick one boy to be your non-in-a-hotel pet. But otherwise, the Neo Lodge is great. It means that you don't have to worry about like trying to find and scrounge up food every single day for your pets. It's nice. Cockroach Towers, Cockroach Towers, Cockroach Towers. The Lever of Doom, I think you can get an avatar from this, but like besides that, I don't think it even does anything. I think it's literally just like, oh boy, time to throw money away. An evil mechanical hand emerges from a panel and steals 100 Neo points from you. And I think if I keep doing this, it's just, this is literally the definition of insanity. I could just sit here and like, I'm just throwing away money. I don't think I've ever seen anything different happen. I think it's just, okay. Fantastic. Good. The food club is something that people will tell you to get into a lot. The food club is really confusing, but it's the main way that a lot of people make money on the site. That would take an entirely different, probably not a stream, but at least a video trying to explain the food club. There may be a video on YouTube explaining the food club, because I've noticed that there's a couple of tutorials being put out recently. So there might be one for the food club, but if you have a brand new account, don't worry about it. It's not worth it. How much is my, wait, place a bet. What's my max right now? It's based on attack, not attack. It's based on account age. Wait. Oh, okay. Here we go. You can only place up to 300 Neo points per bet, which is 50 plus 2 for every day you've been playing Neopets. 125 days. Yeah. This is all based on account age. It is still betting either way, but people make hundreds of thousands from this. This is a 401k for Neopets. It's gambling with your 401k, I guess? You must be old enough to gamble here, and then if you're old enough, then you get like tons of money. So much money. The stock market is good though. I mentioned the stock market a little bit earlier. If you go to the bargain list once a day, this has just, this account is 18 years old. Oh my god. This just has a bunch of stocks that are at their lowest prices. The lowest that you can purchase stocks at is 15 Neo points a piece. So you usually have to go and look at the current section on the stock list and go down and find 15. I usually only buy at 15, so I would only buy these two today. I think I already bought my stocks today though. I'll try and buy one and see, but I think I already bought. You pick one of the stocks to buy a day. You buy 1,000 of it because that's the maximum that you can buy a day. Okay, I already bought mine. So you buy 1,000 a day, and then you have all of your stocks listed in your portfolio. You stream watching the Neopets AMA in a few hours? I should. I should, actually. Do you guys want to watch the AMA with me? I should. This is my portfolio. So it tells you how much you paid here, and it tells you the current market value, tells you the current price, etc., etc. Basically, don't worry about any of this. Literally just look to see if this number is green, and then how high this number is. If it is 50 and above, usually that's when I sell. If this number is 50 and above, that's usually when I sell. And it will get there eventually. It's gonna take a while. This is like a long-term play. This is a long-term investment. But as soon as this gets to like 50 and above, then you could sell. You could do it lower. Technically 37 isn't too bad. I can sell this, and I bought these stocks for 60,000. I could walk away with 148,000 right now. That's not bad. Neopets stock stuff isn't like real stocks. It's not actually based on anything. It's entirely random. It just randomly pushes the numbers up and down throughout the course of the day. There are some like chat boards and stuff like that that pay attention to how things go up and down. There's like a little bit of logic behind some of it. Like, oh, if something is going up and it hasn't hit like a peak yet and it hasn't seems to like, you know, peter off yet, then maybe it's probably gonna keep raising. It's like turnip stocks. It's like the turnips on Animal Crossing. That's actually exactly what it's like. Because those are also kind of randomized. What kind of stocks can you buy? Like imaginary Neopets themed corporations? Yeah, yeah. So for instance, let's see, I'll click on this one. Show me your profile. This is Shop Wizard and Commerce, set up by one rather enterprising Jub in early year one. Shop Wizard and Commerce is Neopia's original comparison shopper. Now with locations all over Neopia, this company looks set to soar. Slogan, comparison shopping at its best. Or like what's Drew? Diceroo Industries PLC. Following the success of Diceroo, the game that took Neopia by storm, Drew can't seem to do any wrong. CEO and Chairman King Roo aims to continue the success of Diceroo with a whole string of interactive games due to be launched in the month of storing. I think that's December. They named the months weird things. The stocks do have lore. You can click on any of them and they all have lore. Even the stock that's under this other stock. Bob is a Bloomaroo bingo owner. Jealous of the popularity of Diceroo on Roo Island, Bob migrated to the mainland and set up a range of bingo parlors across Neopia, and he isn't doing too badly as a result. Is there a Neopets military industrial? Is there a military stock? I would not be surprised if there actually was one. I'm gonna be honest with you. Wait, find stocks. Maybe I can look for... Oh, no. Well, let's see. If I just click on Lost Desert Scratch Cards. Marydell Potato Company. The finest potatoes in the land. Fish Pops. Fish Pops were a sensation last year. They were all the rage to eat. Confederation of Fish Lovers. Of course, yeah. Makes sense. Yippee! Okay, makes sense. Okay, sounds good. Bathlezar's Fairy Bottling Inc. Fantastic. Okay, love that. Health Frog Groceries. You can read the stock lore if you're interested in it. I'll be honest, a lot of the stuff on the site that is the best is just like reading the stupid shit. There's a Neopian Times thing, which is like it's like a little newspaper that they make. I wonder if I can find the Neopian Times. Yeah, here. It's a little newspaper thing they make. And this has articles that are written by just like normal users. So it's just like you can write an article for the Neopian Times and it's all just like make-believe stuff. It's like headcanon stuff that people have come up with. The only thing that's actually in the Neopian Times that people pay attention to is, I think it's the editorial. Yeah, the editorial. People ask the staff questions, and then the staff answers the questions as honestly as they can in the editorial once a week. But all of the other articles, like, let's see, December in Space, what's this? This is a comic. People draw comics for the Neopian Times? Like, once a week? It's on issue 997. That's wild. Some of these comics are reoccurring comic things. Like, yeah, this is page 2. This is part 2. Teamwork makes the treasure work. This looks like it's a story, a short story that somebody wrote. And this is all just user-created content. So there's so many things on Neopets that you can just spend hours reading and just enjoying. And it's just stupid little, like, fun things. Just like the stock market. The stock market has all that stock market lore that you can learn. What's this one? Uni's Beauty Salon. Of course. Kason! Kachik and Sons Landscaping. Of course. How could I have been so, silly? I like this back and forth with staff and community in such an interesting way. Yeah, yeah. Dear gods below, I'm losing my mind. There's so much shit on Neopets. There's freaking plot lately. They've been doing plot again. They haven't done plot in a long time. It's been a long ass time since Neopet last did some plot. Listen, they're about to do some big, like, evil villain war. That amount of stuff. Yeah, I know. There's so much stuff to just dig into and play around with. So I mean, honestly, if you're playing with Neopets and you just have some time, just start clicking around the site. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a Neopets war. I think it's coming. I think it's about to happen. But yeah, if you just like click around the site in random places, I mean, there's some cool looking stuff even. Like, look, this is the Vtubers space station. And you can learn about this stuff too. If you like Google Vtubers space station, you could probably find the lore on it. But if you really are interested in lore, if you go on Jelly Neo, they have like a lore section as far as I remember. I don't know where it is. More? Maybe it's under more, actually. In-depth Battlepedia. Oh, that's actually kind of helpful for some people. The Book of Ages. That's it. There we go. Book of Ages. The Book of Ages is basically a whole ass, like, Wikipedia-style thing that has lore on everything from Neopets. You can look at lore for the different areas. You can look at lore, like, events that happens. Some of these are wild, by the way. Like, some of these are like, okay, wait, what's the most wild one? I was talking about this one, yeah, the Ski Lodge murder mystery. I was talking about this one with Rayless on Memory Leak this week. This was just an event that lasted for 4 months and just was the staff getting brutally murdered in different ways. It was just the staff stuck inside of a ski lodge getting murdered for 4 months. I love it here. Hello, Biscuit. Thank you so much. But yeah. So we kind of went on a tangent. But yeah, if you want lore and stuff to look into, there's so much stuff. There's so much. I don't know if there are Neopets lore YouTube channels, but if there's not, it would be nice to see some. So this is your dailies list, okay? You could go down the list, you could click on different things. The stock market's good, I think. The dailies that I did a little bit ago are all good. There's a couple of things on here that you could only do like sometime. Oh, by the way, the battle dome is also on this list, so you can get to that easily. There's a couple of these things that you can only do sometimes when you have like prerequisite things completed. So the lab ray is one of them. The lab ray is something where you can go in here and you can zap your pets, and your pets have a chance to turn into a different kind of pet, or change gender, or get stats, or lose stats, or so on. But you have to buy a map. You have to buy a secret lab map to be able to get to this place. Same with the Pet Lab Ray. And also same with the Forgotten Shore. Which I don't think I did today. Did I? No, okay. The Forgotten Shore is easier though. The Forgotten Shore, if you look up Forgotten Shore Forgotten Shore map, usually it's only like a couple of Neopoints a piece. It's like 10 Neopoints for each map piece, and you only need 9 of them. And then after you get them, then you can go to the Forgotten Shore once a day. You have a chance of getting some pretty rare stuff. A couple of things in that daily pool are worth like 900,000. Winter doesn't even last 4 months. I mean, Terror Mountain is always snowy. Like, this is a bad example. I was about to go to it and show you that it's snowy right now, but it's literally December. So I guess pretend I'm in Australia or something. But Terror Mountain is like Alaska. It's like Neopets, Alaska. So it's always snowy here. So they went to a ski lodge here. Which, is the place like here? Do you think? I mean, there's the chairlift. Is there like... Does it exist? No. I don't see it anywhere. Anyway, I think the ski lodge was on the old map, actually. Or do I remember? One of the most subtly insane things about that whole thing is they somehow stayed in the ski lodge for 4 months. I mean, I think they might have been locked in or something. They must have been held there in some way, right? I don't think I would logically stay there if people were getting murdered. They were stuck, right? I don't know. I don't know. So this is all stuff that you do once a day, right? There's also stuff that you can do collectively over time. I mentioned that you can get to this page and you can find other things that you can collect. I was talking about stats, but there's also stuff like books. So this pet is my book reading pet. So if I click on this, it takes me to this page, this books read page. She's read 310 books so far, which actually isn't really that much, but it shows you a list of every single book that your pet has read with like the descriptions, because every single item on the site has a description. So it shows you all of the books that they've read, and it also tells you that they can get an award for it. So if you read 3,000 books, maybe you'll get on the top 30 list to get an award. Unlikely, but more likely is getting on the Booktastic Books list. So you have to click this little link that says here. And I think I'm actually close to this one. She's read 148 books. The Booktastic Book Award is 165 to 177. So I only need to read like 20 more. Unfortunately, a lot of the books, once you get into the higher points levels like this, are very expensive. Hopefully they'll be driven down with some deflation tactics by the Neopets team, but currently a lot of it is kind of unmanageable. Like 10 million for one book, and you buy it and then you just read it and then you don't have it anymore and you just lost 10 million because you don't even get anything out of it. It's just read a book and it's gone. Pain. But this is something that you can collect for your pets. You can get, you can increase their intelligence level by reading in books. You can also, this pet Narxie is my gourmet pet. So this pet, actually has, hold on. This pet has a list of foods that it's eaten in the same way as the books stuff. So this is the gourmet club. You only this is less. You have to eat way less food than you have to like read books. But if you click on this link, I'm gonna change the link to be Narxy and not Ruzor. You go through and see what gourmet foods your pet has eaten. Please, why? Please. Open up the dang site. Come on! It hates me. There we go. So this is how many gourmet foods Narxy has eaten. So I can get him to... I mean, he's only eaten 34. It's gonna take a long time for him to get up to thousands, just like the other thing. But it's like a long-term process. It's just kind of stuff that you can collect. There's also, along that vein, secret avatars that you can collect, which all take different, like, requirements. There's avatar guides, avatar solutions on Jelly Neo, if you want to just, like, look through a list of different avatars that you can get. Some of them you can't get, because, some of them are, like, let's see... There's a couple of them, yeah. Like, these two were from an event, so you can't get them. What's another one that happened recently? Yo-Yo Ball. This seems like it was from the Altador Cup, which was another event. This was from the Festival of Negs, which was another event. So, some of them are event-based, but some of them are also just, like, clickable sort of things, so you can get quick avatars just by going to different pages on this list. There's so many things to collect on Neopets, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's avatars. There's also stamps. You have a stamp album. It has a bunch of pages that you can fill up. Some of these pages give you avatars for filling them, by the way. You can collect stamps. You can also collect trophies. Site event trophies are harder to get, but like site feature trophies, there's games, or like I have third place at cheats. You can get good game scores and then you can get a trophy for it. You can get the Punching Bag Bob Champion Award is literally just from beating this one dude called Punching Bag Bob who just has 4,000 health. He doesn't hit you, but it just takes forever to chip away all of that damage. So there's also just like the avatars. There's guides for trophies on this site somewhere. I literally would just Google this stuff. I'd be like, oh, Neopets trophies, and then Google it. After 4 months, the most surprising thing is that there was just one murderer. I know! Just one dude! Man. What else can you collect? Pets. Pet pets in different colors. Same thing as your pets. What's Neopets? It's a lot. It's a site. It's a virtual pet site. It's a gambling site. It's you just gamble. Oh, KeyQuest doesn't exist anymore. Don't worry about KeyQuest, at least. That's something that you can't actually collect on your page. Also, you can pick something to collect. I have chosen to collect plushies. So I have a plushie gallery. You can just pick something that you want to collect, too. And then you have to categorize it all and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a collectathon. Neopets is just a huge collectathon mixed with like a gambling site. Cause like there's so much gambling with things like the Wheel of Excitement and so on. Like if I go back to the dailies list, there's an entire section of just wheels that you can spin once a day. So here's the Wheel of Excitement. There's also the Wheel of Knowledge and Mediocrity and Misfortune. And I don't touch the Extravagance or Monotony, but whoa! Look at me go! I got 500 Neo points. People do use real money on it, but not for the actual gambling stuff. I'm listening to all this and it's like an ARD creature collection where I have to read 50 lore books to understand anything. It's What? Sorry. This is a book? Okay! That's a terrifying book. What the f— Attack of the Giant Space Fungus. It looks like it's attacking. What the f— Anyway. Those names give me welcome to the circus of values vibes. Oh, I get screamed at today. Wow! Oh, sorry, bit. I got bit. My pet got bit. Fantastic. I love that for him. This one is like the wheel that you probably shouldn't spin anyway, but I'm doing it. Oh, I'm getting my book is getting stolen. My book is getting stolen. Oh, okay. He didn't steal it. Well, fine. I guess that's fine then. It's whatever. I want to read this book to my pet. What the fuck? It came from outer space and took over the world! Or tried to, anyway. Well, she liked it. Great. Anyway. So yeah, there's so many different things to collect. You can also just collect fashion items. Some of these items that I've got on my pets are... Some of them are real-world money items. Like, for instance, this pet is decked out in a bunch of items that cost real money to get. And then there's a whole trading market for it. So you can buy items in, like, the Neopets shop, and then you can sell them to other people. You get, like, these gift boxes that you can send to people with the items in it. It's wild. There's a whole Neopets. I found out literally yesterday. There's an entire Neopets economy that people have created with all of this like stuff that you could buy. Like here, if I go to wings or something, this all costs money. Also, these are cool wings. Anyway, so yeah, this all costs real money to get. So it's worth maybe trying to keep yourself free to play if you can. But you could collect fashion items. Like this pet, where is it? This pet here. My dinosaur pet. This one is completely, oops. This one is completely designed with stuff that you can buy with Neopoints. So you don't have to only get items that cost real money to make things look pretty. You can make things look pretty just like with stuff that's free. If you're ever curious about what items you can put on your pets, I've got a couple of these side sites open, right? The most important one is Dress to Impress. Dress to Impress has pretty much every item that exists listed out on their site, but you can also be like, oh, I have a blue Bori, and then you bring this into this little section here, and you can just start putting things on it. You can do like advanced searches, like, oh, I only want Neopoint items, and then you could be like, I want glasses. I want only Neopoint glasses. Only things that I can buy with Neopoints. What the heck? Okay. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Perfection. Yeah, Dress to Impress is nice though. You can actually set up outfits. This is the outfit that I had created for that one pet that I was showing you that has like cash shop items. So I'm hoping to get this, but I also know that the items that I got put on this list are expensive, and most of them are real-world money items, so I'll have to trade some things and hope that I get these sort of things. But this is the outfit that I made for this pet, which I think is cute. What are you doing? I'm showing off Neopets and like the things that you can do on it and like how it all works. A lot of it is just using outside sites. So this is Dress to Impress, like I was mentioning. That one is helpful. Jelly Neo, the dailies page, definitely is the one that I use the most. But there's also some stuff on here that's helpful too. They have like the different days, pet days listed out, and like events and stuff listed out. Walkie Day was yesterday, which meant that that pet, the Walkie, got some new items for it, which are really cute. They got these like little makeup tins that add markings onto them. So you can get your pet painted different colors, and then you can get them to have these cute little markings all over them. That's nice. Didn't know you were into Neopets. Have you been paying attention to me lately? What do you mean? I did a stream like was it last week? A couple days ago or something like that. About Neopets! About the Neopets drama! Jelly Neo is nice, just for like a bunch of different things. News, like I mentioned, there's lore with the Book of Ages, but there's also just like, there's the in-depth Battlepedia has all of the different stats and stuff for items. So, like this is a brand new item that just came out, so you can see all the stats and stuff for everything. Average rating 1, oof. Battle Dome stuff would be its own video, I feel like, to get into fully. But just know that you can do Battle Dome stuff. Somebody mentioned code stones earlier. Like I mentioned, you can get code stones from the Battle Dome if you fight that one robot dude, or you can buy them. And then you basically go to the Explore tab and Mystery Island, and you can train your pets to get better stats. So you go to this training school, and you kind of just like pick out whatever course you want. I think I have to do level. I don't think I get a choice. I think I would have to. As you level up, it takes more code stones. Whoops. As you level up, it takes more code stones, so beware of that. But you start a course up, and then you can collect these code stones, and you get a level in like a couple hours at least. I think this one's gonna take me a lot of hours, probably. DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out tomorrow. I know! I'm gonna be streaming it! I'm excited. So this will have me pay, and yeah, so 4 hours, and then I get another level on my pet. Yeah. I love website games. You don't see games like these anymore. I know! There's so many things that you can do on this site. You can also just go hang out with people, because there's an entire section called the Neo boards. Ignore this whole section, because this is for people who have paid for their monthly membership thing, but you can look at quests. This is actually a good place to go if you're not sure how to do something or like what you should be doing. There's a new to Neopets board. And the new to Neopets board has it's pretty active. It's not super active, a couple hours in between responses sometimes, but you can check out some of the things that are listed on here, and you can see if anyone has any like information that'll help you out with stuff. Same with like site games. Battle Dome is on here. The Battle Dome, I think, is one of the most used boards. Yeah. 2 hours is like the maximum for posts up until this long ago. It is so it's both PvP and PvE. You can fight other players, and you can also fight with NPC things. So it just depends on what you want to do. I'm not really that into doing player versus player battling with Neopets, so I usually don't get into that. But I like training stats up because I like to see big number, and I Line, you're 21. Oh yeah, you're right. I am. Yeah, true. But I like making the numbers go up, and I like fighting the NPCs. Those people are the ones saving the website? No, 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 no. Not the battle people. The battle people actually aren't the ones saving the website. You know who's saving the website? The fashion people. Wait, where's the fashion board? There's NC Trading, and there's also customization. These two boards single-handed, look at this. All of these were within 1 minute. All of these responses were within 1 minute. This one, customization, not as popular of a board, but this just has like people showing off what they've customized their pets to be wearing. This one is trading real life money fashion items. It's wild. It's crazy. There's so much stuff. Art wins. How many times do people go on the art board, I'm wondering? Oh, the art board is pretty active too, actually. Interesting. There's role-playing. I think this one moves pretty slowly nowadays. Back in my day, the role-playing board used to move pretty quickly, but now it seems like people have mostly segregated out into different guilds, or I mean, most role players go to like Final Fantasy 14, I think, if they're gonna do that. There's also stock tips, if you're looking for help with the stock market stuff. There's not really too much that usually happens with the stock stuff, but you can check it every once in a while and see if there's anything that's really good price that you can sell. But yeah, so all this stuff exists, and then also site events is pretty well used. This is the place that everybody goes to talk about whatever is happening on the website, including, look at this, somebody is still complaining about the attack P. This one too. Super attack P, it makes me happy. Ha 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 tee. Old and broken, why are you calling me out? Sweats. A lot of RP people are dwelling in Final Fantasy 14, and I'm not sure if this is for Western as well, but many people in Korea and Japan RP and Twitter. Really? Do they? How do you RP on Twitter? I'm late for class. Hi, Eniko! I was just talking about the Neo boards. They're pretty helpful. I would say, you gotta watch yourself a little bit. Neopets has pretty strict censorship stuff, so you can't even say like LMAO or anything like that on the boards, because if you do, then you're probably either gonna get reported or Neopets will smack you with their bots. You gotta watch it. This was supposed to be a very heavily PG-13 site at the time. Now it's just full of a bunch of 30-year-olds, but it's still got the same censorship as it had. I would say that the Neopets Reddit is really good, and then also the Neopets Reddit Discord is very nice. It's pretty well used. People are on there constantly. For LMAO, because it implies butts? Yeah, because the A. You can say LOL, but you can't say LMAO because it's technically laughing my ass off. They went that far! Isn't that crazy? Back then, like, you would expect parents wouldn't have any idea what those things meant. Neopets did! Neopets found out what those things meant, and then they blocked them. It's crazy! I bet you can't say, I wonder if current slang is also on that list. Or if it's just old stuff. Not sure, not sure. But it kind of just matters what you want to do with the site. I would say that the best thing to start with is just your pets, right? Just try and work on getting your pets to be a cool color and have like cool outfits maybe if you want to. There's this site that you can use called Neo Colors, NeoColors is great because it shows you can look for all pets of a certain color, or you can look for all pets of a certain species. So let's say I want to look at all of the Aishas that exist. And then you have a big list of all of the colors that this pet can become. So you can like go through the list and see, ooh, I like this one. And then you can work towards getting whatever specific color you want. Some of these colors also come with clothing. And if something comes with clothing, you can take the clothing from one paint style and add it to a different paint style. And that's called cross painting. So say for instance, I like the Royal Boy Aisha's hat. I like this guy's hat. But I like the color of the Jelly Aisha. I would paint it Royal Boy first, and I would get all the clothing. And then after that, I would paint it Jelly, and I would still have the clothing from when it was Royal Boy, but I could put it on the Jelly pet. Yeah, there's so much stuff on this site in general. I mean, they don't make sites like this anymore. It's kind of sad. Oh, look at the Wrath one. Wrath pets are so cool. Wait, let me just show you all the Wrath pets. God. I'm trying to get one of these. Look at this. Look at that! I'm trying to get this one. The Drake. The dragon one. That's why my dragon looks so weird right now. I'm trying to get this. Because my dragon right now looks like this. As just like a green dragon, and it doesn't look like the fashion matches that much and stuff. It's gonna look better because I'm gonna make it into this. You'll see. You'll see. I have a plan. So yeah, once you figure out what color you want your pet to be, you can take it to that other site that I mentioned earlier. Dress to Impress. And if you go to Dress to Impress, then you can be like, okay, I wanted to get myself a wrath-colored Drake. And then that shows you the pet that you want. You hit go. And then you can go through and put whatever clothing you want to on it. You have the advanced search, so you can search only by like Neopoint items. And you can just search by different zones on here. So like I want hats that he can wear. Hats that only cost Neopoints, so I don't have to spend real world money. And then you wait and it'll load up and it's got a bunch of different hats on here, and you can just go through and start putting hats on it and see what looks good and what doesn't look good, and then you can figure out what you want to buy. It's pretty good. I do like the cyberpunk Drake stuff. It's pretty neat. So yeah, that's how you deal with your pets, basically. You go through, you find a color. After you find a color, you go to Dress to Impress to see how you want to customize it. Or you don't even have to customize it. You could just leave it blank like this. You could just go for colors. Maybe you don't like the clothing. Maybe you're not into it. I wasn't for a long time. I thought that having all these backgrounds and stuff like that was stupid for a while. I didn't like it. I wasn't into it. Clearly, I've gotten more into it, but I still won't let my Neopets wear clothing, really? Like, most of them are still naked because I still think that they're, like, creatures. So I don't really want them to wear clothes, necessarily. I'm okay with capes. And, like, okay, I put this, like, hoodie on this one because this is kind of like putting your dog in a hoodie. But they have wigs and stuff, and I'm not into it. I do have a plan. I have a plan. I have a plan! Just you wait! Oh, I do like this one, though. This one is a cross-painted one. This is a Halloween Lutari that's wearing a stealthy Lutari's clothing. That page you're on now, that is an HTML-filled profile or something. Yes! Yeah. I edited the code of my, my profile a bit, so it looks like this. I still want to do more editing on the HTML and CSS and stuff like that on my profile. I haven't done too much of it yet, but I've done a little bit, at least, to make it look like this so far. We had kids faking things by using screenshots to tell other kids that they own certain stuff. Oh, they still do that! People still do that now on Neopets. It's so much easier to fake screenshots now because you could like get the exact same text and the exact same color and everything like that. People are so much better at it now. I do have a keikaku. Author's note, keikaku means plan. If you don't know what you want to like name your pets, because sometimes names can be kind of rough to deal with on an over 20-year-old site because a lot of the names have been taken already. What I actually like to do is I go to this site called Lost and Pound. I'll put this link in the chat too. I'm probably gonna put all these links in the description later, but Lost and Pound shows you pets that have gotten stuck in the pound. And some of them can be named some pretty decent things. So like, let me refresh and see if anything has changed since I opened this page, because I opened this page a couple hours ago. Yeah, so some of them are named kind of dumb things, like this is ___ Minu ___. But some of them can be pretty decent. Some of them can also be pretty good colors. So this guy's named Blue Joey, apparently. And it's separated out by different species. So some of the species aren't going to be on the list just because they're rare pets, which I haven't even talked about yet, but most of them are on here, and you can try and find interesting names that you like from this list. You can also just go to the pound and like search yourself. The Neopets that are in the pound usually are... They're not the ones that are on Lost and Pound because they're not stuck in the pound, but... Okay, come on. Show me actual pets. Yeah, the Neopets that are in the pound usually aren't named super well, but every once in a while you'll find one that's a good color or a good name or stuff like that. So if you're curious and trying to find something good this way, this is one way to do it. There's also a part of the Neo boards where people will list out cool things that they found in the pound. So you can go to the Neo boards and to... It's usually under pet trading. There's usually like a pound surfing chat. Oh my god, look at all these are also like within 2 minutes. Is there a pound surfing chat right now? Is anyone pound surfing? Doesn't even look like there are anybody doing stuff. Drake directory. I should add myself to that. Wait, I want to add myself to the Drake directory. I have 2 of those. I have 2 of those! I adopted one because it looked so sad and I wanted to make it feel better. I know! They make them all look sad! So depressing. I don't know if I can find a good pound surfing board right now. I don't know if anybody was pound surfing. Well, either way, the point is that you can usually find people on the pet trading board that are doing pound surfing stuff. And they'll be going through and trying to find cool pets that are in there. You can also find a pound surfing chat on the Discord. And that has... They actually, like, have pictures and stuff on there. You can't put pictures on Neo boards. It's bad. The Neo boards is old. But you can go through and search the... See, look! This one's a Christmas Jub Jub. It doesn't have the clothing of being a Christmas Jub Jub, but it is a Christmas Jub Jub, at least. Adding more underscores to avoid name overlapping. Yeah. Yeah, you remember when you just added more underscores to everything to get a better name? Hi, Steve! Thank you so much for being a member for another month. I know, Neopet stocks are going crazy. Some cat named Sir Albert Cornelius Archibald III, Lord of the Living Room. Jub Jub. Yeah, it was a pet. It had the big feet. Yeah, there's some... I think there's some Korean names that people have used. That's probably what you were seeing. Korean real worlds, I assume. They have like this trading lingo that they've made, right? basically the trading scene for pets has yeah, Korean real world. Yeah. So the trading world for pets is based around real world names and how short of a name that you have. So I've got some pretty good pets because I have one that's 4 letters. Lahi. It's 4 letters and it's pronounceable. So this is a pretty desirable name. And then I've got another one. I have one that's literally just a real word, which is idealistic. So that sort of stuff is really, people want that stuff a lot. So usually they prefer having English real world names, but they'll also be happy taking real world words that are from like other languages like Korean and such. Never played Neopets, but it kind of looks fun. I know! It's pretty fun. It's like, it's interesting because sites like this don't really exist anymore. It's just sort of like, it's like a place that you can just go and like zone out and do whatever you feel like at any point in time. Like today, I feel like playing games. Today, I feel like going shopping or whatever, you know? Stuff like that. Like, wait, let me go to the... Because you can do this thing called restocking. I don't know if I should get into a full restocking guide, but I will tell you that restocking is generally one of the ways that people make a lot of money. Because these shops will restock at certain intervals through the day, and you can go in and buy stuff. I'm gonna buy this for 2,500. You go in and you buy stuff, and then you can sell it off again for more expensive than you bought it, right? So this is one of the main ways that people make money. Just gonna buy a bunch of books for my pet. Every time I can, I just go buy as many books as possible. Oh yeah, you can only buy something once every 5 seconds. Serpand the hissy. Oh, you got a hissy already, really? Hissies are actually one of those rare pets that I was talking about. There's some pets that are limited edition that you can only get on certain days or in certain ways. Oh, the ice hissy potion. Ah, right. Makes sense. I thought you adopt the hissy. Yeah, the ice hissy potion made it a lot easier for people to get hissies recently. Come on, open my pets page. That's something you're gonna have to get used to on this site, by the way, is the lag. It will lag a lot. If it takes too long to do something, honestly, I usually just refresh. Either refresh or like hit the button again, because it does usually tend to work to make the site actually work again. A starry irie. Pooble. So that it was a bloomaroo, right? Starry irie. Starry irie isn't bad though. Iries are pretty cute. I adopted a Grundo because he could turn it. I know, the marshmallow are so good. Wait. You guys have to see the marshmallow Grundos. Wait, where is it? Mallow. I'm just gonna do Mallow. That's fine. Look at him. Look at him. He's a marshmallow. It's so cute. And you can get wait, hold on. Eniko, I don't know if you knew this yet. Where's Marshmallow on this list? Do I have to make it Grundo first? And then I can make it Mallow? Yeah, okay. So this, okay, well, I mean, I don't like female. That's a little too sensual for a marshmallow for me. Okay. Is it a foreground item? I think it's like a lower foreground item. You can get a hot chocolate cup to put your Grundo in. You can get a hot chocolate cup! I don't know where it is. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Either way, though, it exists. Look, there's actually chocolate chunks that you can put in the foreground, too. You can put it on a cake. There's like a little cake background that you can put it on. Oh, I don't know where the chocolate... I don't know what it's called. You can search items, but... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna Google and see hot chocolate. What's it called? God, wait. Neopets marshmallow grundo. I'm sure somebody has a picture of the mallow grundo in... It's adorable. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this called? What is this object? Please. What is it called? It's called, what is this? Fuck! What's this item? What is this? Heck! Hot mug of cocoa. Oh, is it? Hot mug. There it is! Thank you! Look at him! It's beautiful! Yeah! He looks so delicious. There's like a couple of chocolate themed things. Choco. I'll just type in Choco, I guess. And Neopoint items? I like the chocolate cake backgrounds too. You can just put him on a chocolate cake. Actually, I kind of like the chocolate cake background a little bit more for him. He's really cute. Or Coco? I don't know if Coco is gonna find anything. Possibly. Well, I guess that's the hot mug of cocoa, but besides that, I guess there's not really anything. Anyway, so yeah, marshmallow grundos, so cute. There's so many good colors for pets. I highly suggest looking through the Neo Colors site and finding new pets of different colors. Like, you can type it, I mean, asparagus. Look, you can get a little asparagus guy. You can get, oh my god, I have to show you the where is it? Norbu. These are the alpaca llama style pets. Look at the chocolate one. He's got like a little whipped cream fluff. And then the cloud one. This is the one that's in the thumbnail because I drew my cloud Norbu. It's got like a little cloud floofy fluff. And then my favorite. The toy one. He's just a piñata. He's amazing. You have to get the asparagus chia. You should get the orange chia. Where is it? Orange. You can get the orange chia, and then you can give it the orange rock, which also just looks like an orange. The chias have crazy colors, actually. The chias are all... You can have them all look like different kinds of foods. There's aguina chias, apple chias, asparagus, aubergine, avocado, blueberry, chocado, coconut, custard, but that's like a... You can get lots of pets in custard flavor. Durian, gooseberry, grape. The grape is tiny also. I love the fact that the grape is just a teeny tiny little boy. Juppy swirl, lime and lemon, onion, pear, peach, pea. You can get a pea chia. You can have the pea yourself. Orange, pepper, pineapple, potato. I kind of want a potato chia, actually. Potato chia would be fun. Shroom, you can have mushrooms all over it. Tomato, thornberry, strawberry. There's so many. There's so many. Asparagus is the cutest. I think the asparagus is one of my favorites of them. The asparagus definitely looks the best. Apple isn't bad though. I don't mind that. Oh, and there's a carrot one too. I missed the carrot before. Apple isn't bad, and I like the grape because it's tiny, and I like the pepper because it looks funny. I don't think I've ever seen a pepper chia before. Yeah, you can make things edible. There's lots of things that are food on here. There's also coconut jub-jubs. Look it. He's just a little coconut guy. Where's that piñata in the shape of alpacas actually from? Weren't they traditionally 7 spiked stars? Was it Mexican culture that had... No, it wasn't. Where did piñatas that look like llamas come from? I don't think it's Mexican. Wait, piñatas are from China? Wait, are they actually? Are piñatas llamas or donkeys? Oh. So, okay. The piñata and the llama were both originated from Spanish-speaking countries. So, I assume it's because llamas are so prevalent in the culture. They were just like, oh yeah, we can make piñatas out of this. Because I mean, llama farms and alpaca farms, well, I mean, I guess alpaca farms aren't as common, but llama farms especially are pretty prevalent in most Spanish-speaking countries as far as I know. So it's one of the first ones I will aim for since he is my starter. Oh yeah! Marble Jub. You know, Jub-Jubs also have fantastic colors. Jub-Jubs and Chias are really funny. I like Jub-Jubs more than Chias though. So, let's see. The chocolate Jub-Jub is literally just a little bonbon. There's the coconut Jub-Jub. There's the garlic Jub-Jub, which looks more like garlic than the... was it an onion for the Chia? I think it is an onion. There's the Halloween Jub-Jub, which is a pumpkin. The marble Jub-Jub is just orb. I want a marble Jub-Jub that's named something like Ponder. But I don't know who owns the Neopet named Ponder. It's probably someone who's pretty happy with what they've got. The Moroccan one is some coral. Snot. I don't know why they made snot into a color. The woodland one is just a little bush. The pharaoh one. Oh wait. Where's the desert one? Look. So cute. Jub-Jubs are silly. Also, the cloud one is literally just a cloud with feet. Originally, piñatas were 7 stars with 7 spikes to represent the 7 deadly sins or something. Oh, interesting. I wonder at one point making them llama shape became popular. I think it's probably just like the natural progression of stuff. I mean, I'm sure we started with some things that were... What's like something that was really important that kind of has devolved? I guess something like Christmas in general, because Christmas was supposed to be like an event that was based more on like religious stuff, but Christmas now is just sort of like, you know, buy things for people. Give me presents. I think it's the same sort of thing, just stuff naturally progressing over time, becoming like a little bit easier for a wider variety of people to get into. Llamas make sense, especially for like kid birthdays too, right? Because it's like a cute little creature that they're used to. God, I also really love Sai bunnies. Sai bunnies are one of those rare creatures that you can't get super easily. By the way, for anybody who has been playing Neopets recently, or who has been considering getting into it, they are doing something right now, where you can try to get a dream pet. Oops. Sorry. I put something in a weird place. Anyway, You can try to get a dream pet. You go to this site. I'll put the link in the thing. And you can pick any species and any color that will be your dream pet. You have to pick one of your pets, any species, any color. And on Christmas Day, Neopets will be giving 40 people their dream pets. I'm aiming for the Pixel Psy Bunny because Clickbait, the Neopet that I'm working with, this one was the one that I made this account with. And if you guys remember, for anyone who was around when I made this account, Clickbait is the name of my Tamagotchi, my first Tamagotchi that I got in Tamagotchi Uni. So if I made him into this pixel sort of Psy Bunny, I have a Tamagotchi style border that my friend Scribble gave me recently. Look, look, look. I could turn him into a full-on Tamagotchi. Where is it? Down here. This. So if I get the Pixel Psy Bunny, I can put the little Tamagotchi border around him, and he can actually be my Tamagotchi. It works too, because Clickbait actually kind of looks bunny-ish at first, when he first grew up. A robot croc. Yeah, that's a good one. Elderly boy Psy Bunny. Nice, nice, nice. Santa Claus was invented by Coca-Cola. Oh my god. Yeah, there's probably a similar story for the llama. I tried looking it up, but I couldn't really find anything about it, to be honest with you. Anyway, yeah, there's so much stuff to do on Neopets that you can customize pets, you can try and aim for different colors, you can try to get more money. I haven't even really mentioned money that much yet. Money is also wild. There's a whole auction house that exists. Fun fact. People sell things in here every day. There's also a trading post where people will just post things in hopes that they get whatever they're looking for. Like this person is looking for maybe a toy paintbrush for their Lost Desert paintbrush. Some of these don't even have anything on them. They just say none. This one, oh, some of the things on the trading post are also free. So if you need some help with starter items or stuff like that, you can go on the trading post and just try and bid on one of these trades that says free on them. Paperclip trade. People also do paperclip trades on the trading post. They trade something that's worth like nothing, and they just slowly try and build themselves up to getting something pretty good. Yeah. So the trading post is pretty fun. There's also your shop. You can make yourself a shop. I sold my Nerk mid from earlier. Look at that. I made money. I made money just like that. You've got your shop. You can put pretty much anything in here. You do have to upgrade your shop over time. So you have to go into like the edit your shop area. And you have to upgrade it. Just upgrade this right now, just for example. It was size 20, so it could only hold 100 items, and now it's size 21 and can hold 105. It goes up in increments of 5 every time, but the price goes up. I'll make this like 122. 122. That'll sell it! Very early roots of Santa Claus, however, are probably Odin. I think so, yeah. Baby Terry's. Oh my god, the baby pets are really cute! Look at, baby. Look at all the babies! Look at these little guys! Look at them, they're just chilling. They're just little boys. I love all of them. All of the babies are so good. I do wish though that the baby Norbu was like a little cuter. I want to get more of the llama style pets, but some of them just aren't very cute. Unfortunately. I've got a whole account dedicated to the Norbus though. It's called Palpacas. I've been collecting them. I'm pretty satisfied with the stuff that I've gotten so far. Pretty happy, pretty happy. I have, Lara was gifted to me by Ophelia. Very nice. I have Alpacalypse. That was the one that I made this account with, which this account is about to hit 100 days old. Wow. Fiesta Boo. I have the toy, the pinata one. Fuselic was also given to me by Ophelia. I've got a cloud one. I have a silver one. I have an island one. I got a biscuit one. This is one of my favorites. This one's one of the best ones, I think. The candy kind. Oh, it's so cute. I love the candy Norbu. 10 out of 10. And then I've got a woodland one, which is currently wearing like a little woodland cape thing on it. But it's very cute. Tronu. I love all of my Norbus. My sweet boys. My little baboos. Same with the candy Tonu. Yeah, the candy Tonu too. Yeah, like cotton candy sort of stuff. Alright, so to overview, basically, you go on Neopets with the intent of collecting in some way, usually. Either it's collecting pets, collecting fashion things, collecting stamps, collecting food, gourmet food for your pets, books for your pets. You can do battle domes, stats, and stuff like that. Technically, that's the only thing that differs. You can join the site with the intent of making a really good battle dome pet and becoming like the best fighter on the site, but most of the site is geared towards like fashion over fighting. The battle dome isn't very good. It's got a lot of problems. They need to update it heavily. If they updated it more, then I bet that the battle side of the site would become more prevalent and would be something that people did more often. Collecting just items in general. You can actually get, you have this place called your safety deposit box, and you can put like almost infinite things inside of it. So you can just keep collecting more and more items and see how many you can get. You can also make your own collection because you can make a gallery, which has whatever the heck you want in it. I have plushies. You can collect trading cards. There's Neo decks that have different trading cards in them. You can collect trading cards. You can collect stamps. You can collect secret avatars. Which secret avatars, sometimes you have to get them through different side events or like getting different scores on games and stuff like that. You can get trophies. The trophies mostly come from games. So if you want to get trophies, you have to like get really good at all of the games in the game room. So it's not a battle arena, it's a contest stage. Well, I mean, it is a battle arena. It's just that most people would prefer to do the contest stage. There are actually a bunch of contests that you can enter into. Spotlights and contests that you can enter into. There are like a lot, actually. A lot of them are based around the Neopian Times that I mentioned earlier, the newspaper. But there's also the art gallery. You can just try and put some art in the art gallery I think it's every week. You get a trophy, a rare item, and like 10k. And a lot of this week is based on Walkie Day, so it has mostly Walkie art in it. But it's got a lot of good stuff in here. Actually, I don't know if it's weekly or if it's based on just like what they feel like is worth posting. I don't know when they update this. Either way, so there's art gallery stuff. There's the beauty contests. The beauty contest is interesting. It's kind of both. It's kind of both art gallery and beauty. Because this one is based on personal art. rather than like how your pet looks. So like the entrance for this week look like this. Or like this. Come on, open. So you draw your pet and then you put them in the beauty contest like that. So that's a fun thing to do if you're into art stuff. There's the user lookup spotlight. If you do any coding stuff, then you can try and put your user lookup on here. Some of them are really cool. This is this week's. I think this one just got put in here too. And then here's all of their pets. They actually have the Tamagotchi thing. They've got like a pixel Mincy. Look at that! Bored ape? I hate it here. Why? Christ. This guy needs a pet. He doesn't have a pet? What the heck? I like that background for him though. It like glows and stuff. Interesting. So that's the user lookup spotlight. The customization spotlight, this one is based on just like what outfits you've got your pets wearing. So I actually entered a couple of my pets into that one. But it's based on what they're wearing. So it's just like, oh, I like how that pet looks. You can vote on it. As far as I heard, voting doesn't matter. Like, they don't care how much you vote, because there's not enough people on the site to really make the votes make a difference. So they just kind of like pick someone to win every week. I don't like any of these pets. Is that rude? It's probably rude. This one's cute. This one's like a French painting. Anyway, as far as I know, the voting doesn't matter. It's fine. Better Than You is like a gaming sort of thing where you try to beat the score that's provided. And if you beat the score that's provided, then you have a chance of getting a trophy in a book. And it's in a specific game per week. So it's a good way to try and get trophies for games if you just want to like pay attention to Better Than You. And then there's all of the writing things. You can do storytelling, poetry, caption sort of stuff where you have to like caption some funny picture. Wait. What kind of things does this have? Aw, damn, there's nothing? Whatever, what's the past winners look like? Leave my pumpkin pie alone. Look, they don't even care if it's puns. It's fine. Hi, we've been trying to reach you about your pie's extended warranty. Great. So you can caption stuff. You can also do just Neopian Times articles, like fake articles about different things. You can do book award stuff like I mentioned earlier, but it takes a long ass time. And then there's the Pet Protection League, which the Pet Protection League basically won't matter because it's based on how long you've had your pet. And I'll be honest with you, most people aren't gonna be able to beat out the most owned pets. So don't think about this one. Just get the pet that you want. Just know that if you want to compete for the Pet Protection League stuff, then you have to have a an actual pet. You can't have, you know how I mentioned the Pet Lab Ray earlier? You can't use the Pet Lab Ray to have these pets. They have to just be pets on your pet. Not already painted and stuff like that. Not randomly generated. I won one of those caption contests years ago. Really? Huh. I need to do some of the writing things and stuff. I always wanted the writing trophies. I thought it would be cool. So these are all contests that you can get. So, I mean, yeah, there's so many different things to collect on Neopets. It's wild. But the point of it all is that if you go to Jelly Neo, they have most of the stuff that you're ever really gonna need. available for you. And most of the guides that you're ever gonna need available for you just on the site. So, very helpful. Very, very helpful. You can also make an account on here. Oh, hey, the Snow Major is sleeping. There's some timed things where you can get freebies. This is one of them. At 2 p.m. Wait, what's the Snow Major times, actually? Can I search on here? Snow Major. Sure. Okay, at 6 to 7 a.m., 2 to 3 p.m., and 10 to 11 p.m. The Snow Major is sleeping. By the way, the times on the site are set. It's set to NST. Technically, it's just PST. It's my time. It's really funny. But so you can check the times on the site. I think on this site setup, on the normal one, yeah, it's in the same spot. So it's always in the top right corner. Someone just sleeps all December. Usually those times apply, but in December, no, it's not though. It's been awake. I think that used to happen. I think you're right in that it used to happen, but that is not the case anymore. It does actually wake up. I've been there recently when it's supposed to be sleeping or something like that, and it's not. Yeah, I stopped doing it. Terror Trove scratch card, thanks. Nice. Love that. I guess the Snow Major... Why is the Snow Major in the Starlight celebration area too? It's in both? Okay. Sure. That's fine, I guess. Anyway, I have been rambling for like 2 hours, and I don't know if it was helpful at all, but maybe, possibly. Neopets is confusing. Basically, it's a lot of collecting things. If you're wondering about how to make money, a lot of it is just done by getting rare items and then selling them in your shop or on the trading post, which is hard because there's no easy way to list out all of the good items. There's no way to make just a list of like all of the good stuff because there's so many items on the site. There are tens of thousands of items on the site. So I can't just like, unfortunately, make a shopping guide or something. Yeah, you can add me as a friend. My username is just kozii.chu. Yeah, there's so many things. If anyone does have any questions though, if you just don't feel like joining into the Neopets Reddit Discord because it's like a big sort of thing, I will casually, for you people at least, for the next 7 days, I'll give you my Discord code. We made a Neopets chat in the Discord, so if you want to talk about Neopets stuff, if you want to talk about like the advent calendar being crazy, or like how to go about getting new colors of your pet, or like what something is, or so on, you can just post in there and I will try to help. Or if you're like, if you want to add me. Questions, are there transformations that are not paint-based? Because I cannot find a coconut paintbrush. Yes, there are, yeah. So, some pets can only be gotten from the lab ray that I mentioned earlier. Some pets can also only be gotten through, like, consumable items. So all of those chias that we were talking about, like the asparagus chia and so on, those come from chia pops instead of paintbrushes. The Jub, I think, is lab ray exclusive. So let me... The lab ray is like a specific thing that you have to get a map for and stuff. It's unfortunately very expensive. I think the full lab map is a couple million to be able to get it. Is the coconut Jub part of that? I'm pretty sure it is. Coconut Jub. You can also get, oh yeah, there's also the rainbow pool. So sometimes you get these random events on the site. As you're exploring around, I would suggest just like playing with the site in general like I have been, because you can just explore around and click on different parts of the site, and eventually you'll get random events that pop up. One of the random events that you can get is a fairy will come ask you if you want to do a quest, and you can get them an item. If you do have a fairy quest, you can't search the shop wizard to look for items for the quests. But if that happens, just like ping me on the Discord and I'll help you out with it. Or like Neo mail me if you want to. But the fairy quests are found here. I have a fortune cookie. Fortune cookies are paid things that you can get, but if you get a fortune cookie for I think a week or so, might be a little bit more than a week, I forget. You get quests every day. If you just come back here, then you can accept a quest and do it real quickly. And that has a chance of getting you a rainbow fairy quest. And the rainbow fairy quests will let you paint your pet any color. It's pretty good. Wow, Neopets! I know, right? I love Neopets. Cube, have you considered joining neopets.com, perhaps? So this is the rainbow fountain and the rainbow fairy. You can only come to this once you've done one of her quests or one of the gray fairy quests, because the gray fairy will potentially get you a reward from the rainbow fairy. But if you do them, then you can come here and you can paint your pets here. Yes, almost any colors. Some colors aren't available in the rainbow fountain same way. Some colors aren't available unless you get a Labre. Did you also buy way too many cookies for the Black Friday sale? I sure did! I think I bought 10 of each or something. They were cheap! I had to. I needed them. Join Neopets, Cube. Do it. Do it. I'll help you. You can ask me questions. We can hang out and do our restocking. God. Bought 52 fairy. Okay, well that's more than I got. Yeah, we can hang out. We can hang out and play Neopets together. I've actually been considering doing this little thing. Neopets is something that's like, there's not a ton that's exciting about it to do on the site. The games are, I guess, the most exciting thing that you can do. Like, I don't know, I'll play... Wait. It's gonna be really loud. Oh god, turn off. So the games are like the most exciting thing about this. Oh, what? But it's still not super interesting, most of them, because they're just sort of like, it's your typical Flash games from the early 2000s. So I was considering doing like a Neopets vlog sort of thing. I guess like a video diary thing, where I record myself if I do end up doing anything interesting on Neopets. Oh, Jesus. Oh, goodness. Lag. My browser is very laggy right now. It's fine. But yeah. So I might do that. Maybe post every week or every other week or something like that, and just have little videos of me doing stuff on Neopets. That's what most of the Neopets creators that I've been watching recently have been doing. They've just been putting out videos every once in a while of them going through and being like, oh yeah, today I hung out on the auction shop looking for cool things, or potato chia wings. How much is this? 3 million. I don't have enough. I'm trying to get a Psy Bunny. Man. I'll get there eventually, I guess. Terranian rocks have really gone down in price. Sheesh. For the people that already like Neopets, we know what to expect. It's not exactly riveting content, but I, for one, would love that. I know. Yeah. Just like streaming it, I feel like it can be kind of boring. Unless you're like explaining something specific. But for doing like vlog sort of style content, I think it's a little bit easier to make it interesting. Also, then you can talk about stuff like your pet lore. I do have... Oh, I got a random event. Look at that. He stole my fucking money. What the hell? What the hell? I got robbed. Whatever. I have ideas of lore that I wanted for these silly pets. Not for all of them, but for some of them at least. I'll get there. I'm sure I'll get back into my Neopets lore making rabbit hole. Because I used to be super into that when I was younger. I wanted to do that stuff all the time. Hi, William. What's up? Alright, I think I'm gonna go get myself some food, though. Let me go ahead and see if there's anybody that we can redirect into. I may be doing that, like, sort of vlog idea for Neopets sometime soon. It may be fun. But not for, I think not for the rest of the year, probably into the new year. And I'll be honest, if I start it in the new year, I might start with like the rest of the ridiculous things they give out for the advent calendar, because they're already talking about like doing more plot for the advent calendar, and like who knows what other expensive things they're gonna give out. Legume, ooh, that's cute. I like it. Let's go see. Let's go see. I think this, you'll probably like this stream. Mado channel is doing some drawing stuff, so I think that probably fits the vibe for this stream, this little thing. I hope you guys enjoy. I will probably be back with Neopets at some point again. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I'm gonna play the Pokemon DLC tomorrow, so if you are interested in that, I'll be around playing the new DLC. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye, guys.